fellow Toastmasters and guest. My name is Mario Lopez, and I'm a programmer analyst. And those who know me, and those who have heard me before, know that I have a literal perspective, or literal point of view. You might say that I have an analytical thinking process that helps me do my job. Today I'm going to speak about decision. I'm going to talk about good decisions and bad decisions. What makes up good decisions and bad decisions? A lot of what I will be speaking about today you've all heard before or experienced it for yourself. I'm hoping that this speech will help you with future decisions and or serve as a reminder and help you build better habits. Decision is simply defined as an act of selecting or making a decision when faced with two or more possibilities. Another good definition is the passing of judgment on an issue under consideration, or the act of reaching a conclusion or making up one's mind. And this is a quote from me. Every second of every minute of every hour of every day of every week of every month of every year of your life, you're making a decision. There are good decisions and bad decisions. Decisions that result in good things that happen, or bad decisions that result in injury. You've already heard this before from me. Good decisions like playing the lottery to win a multi-million lottery, or a bad decision like use your cell phone while driving that results in an accident with serious injuries. Everybody can probably relate to that. There are certain risks to decisions, especially with decisions where we're not sure of the outcome. There are subjective decisions, like deciding what shoes to wear, or something ordered on a menu from a restaurant. There are decisions that are made based on decisions made in the past. There are decisions that we made in the past that limit or expand our choice, options, or opportunities. Today, for example, like the decision to go to college or to rob a bank. If you go to college, you open up a lot of opportunities for work. But if you rob a bank, they'll probably catch you and you'll end up in prison, which really limit your opportunities. There's an interesting thing about decisions. Remember that plane that crashed in San Francisco a couple of weeks ago? Sheryl Sandberg, who's the Facebook CEO, made the decision to take another flight from Seoul. The headlines read, Sheryl Sandberg switched from Asiana flight to use frequent flyer miles. The plane, Asiana flight 214 she was going to take, ended up crashing at the San Francisco airport. So that decision is one of those decisions that she made. I'm going to take this other airline, and the plane that she was going to take ended up crashing, and it killed a couple of people, injured 3/4 of the people in that flight. Sometimes having a goal helps us make decisions, like buying a house. For example, I want to buy a house, what do I need? Decision of jobs, how do I get a better paying job? What bank do I go for a loan? C.S. Lewis says, crying is all right in its own way while it lasts, but you have to stop sooner or later, and then you still have to decide what to do. Elbert Hubbard, who is an American author, says, it does not take much strength to do things, but it requires a great deal of strength to decide what to do. I've got another one here from Jared Kintz. He's the author of this book. Title is Invisible. He says, when faced with two equally tough choices, most people choose the third choice, to not choose. I believe you have the best decisions when you have a lot of time and not pressured and are able to take into account what people with experience have to say. The worst decisions are made when you're emotional or are made with emotion or faced to make a decision with limited options because you're under a lot of pressure. When your judgment is impaired, your decision making will not be good. My observation about decisions is, as a rule of thumb, men make better decisions than women. kind of goes along with what you were saying earlier. I've never been a woman, but I believe that women have a wider perspective than men, so that they see more choices and it's harder to make a decision. Whereas men have a more limited perspective, so it's easier to make decisions. So women and men. My observation has also led me to believe that women tend to be more emotional than men. I believe that wider and limited perspectives are like looking at a menu from a sit-down restaurant, or like going to In-N-Out. It's steak, chicken, or fish, and everything in between, or it's just hamburger and fries. Which is easier and quicker to choose from? Is that why they call it fast food? I believe one of the reasons why men make better decisions is because the longer you wait to make a decision, the more your choices become limited. Anyone here buy stocks? Well, you know that the timing is very important. If you wait too long to get in or out of the market, it can cost you a fortune. You don't want to wait too long in making a decision about your car maintenance or your teeth. Everybody knows that what I'm talking about. If you wait too long, you can end up making a decision to get a root canal or getting your tooth pulled. Some of these types of decisions, if you wait too long, it can get very expensive. People will influence or try to manipulate us into making decisions. Sometimes it seems that people are influencing us or manipulating us, but a lot of times those decisions are what is best for us at that point in time, like people in authority who are dictating our decisions, like parents, bosses, policemen, judges, and government. The fact about decisions is that you are in charge of your decisions and that no one makes them for us. I believe that once we realize this and understand this, we are taking responsibility for our own lives and make better decisions. In conclusion, I believe the biggest influence of our decisions are not our values, but our life perspective. I believe that second to our life perspective, prior decisions we made have the second most influence on our present decisions. Thank you very much.